So, folks, I see Netflix are currently running the David Beckham documentary. Is it a 4-parter? I think it is. I haven't yet watched it. I probably will in time, although it's not high on my priority list at the moment. Yes, I'm a United fan, and always have been. But things soured a little bit with Beckham for me. It was firstly with the Catherine Jenkins episode when he didn't get his knighthood. Was it his knighthood? And she did. He wasn't very happy at all. I just can't forget that one. And the bit with Qatar with the old handout for the envelope there when he was promoting the World Cup. Again, difficult to forgive. But yeah, I know that they're going big, I think, in the second or third episode about the Rebecca LOOS story. She's the young lady, I think she was a PR person. I think she worked for Beckham. He was her boss. And I think about 20 years ago now, was it 2003? It's rumoured they had an affair. She did sell a story, which probably wasn't that wise. But unfortunately, she had a guy behind her called Clifford. And all he was on about, or all he was after was money, as we all know. A complete rat he turned out to be, but that wasn't a surprise. Anyway, she's had sort of 20 years now. I think she's married and got kiddies, trying to keep her head down. And they bring her up in the Netflix documentary. Now, I don't believe they've mentioned her name, but everybody knows who they're on about. Beckham has never ever admitted it. He doesn't admit to it in the documentary, I believe. And old Victoria doesn't mention her name, but we all know who they're on about, as I say. And I would have thought if they were bringing it up at all, it would have been an ideal time to come clean. Whether he says, yes, it did happen, Governor, or no, it didn't, it was all lies. The fact that they've brought her name up, or brought her up, because I say her name's not mentioned, I think it's just to get more views, more millions watching. So really, she's been used as a bit of a pawn, if you like. And I think that's what she said 20 years ago. Look, things might have happened between the both of us, but he was my boss. He was my employer, and he made all the moves, and he was the one that was married. That doesn't necessarily make it right, but in some people's eyes, it does to an extent. And I 100% get where she's coming from there. But anyway, the documentary's out now, as I say. I will see it in time. I'm in no massive rush. I've got lots of other things I want to watch before it. But I think they should have let sleeping dogs lie there. I think it probably shouldn't have been mentioned. 20 years after the fact, I think it was a bit too long to drag it all back up, especially when they're dragging it all back up, but not dragging it all back up, if you see what I mean. As in, no names mentioned and no confirmation of guilt either way. All a bit strange, but as I say, it'll get more millions watching, and no doubt that's what it's all about. Posh and BECKS know what they're doing there. They can manipulate that media. Do not worry about that.